This is Scribble Muffins, but you could just call me Kai. Welcome to or back to my YouTube channel, where I do art, redesigns, rewrites, and storytelling. That's my attempt to make a intro. Also, if you hear rain in the background, it's raining like very hard outside. Anyways, in my rewrites and redesigns for Junior, Joseph, and Cody, and my video talking about the reasons why I don't care for the Sun and Moon show anymore, I mentioned that the reason why I didn't like them anymore, well, I mentioned that I stopped liking them because I started going through a spiral full of criticism I felt about them. So recently I was thinking, hey, why not try to give those shows a second chance to see if they're actually able to redeem themselves in my dumb mind, in my dumb perspective. And oh, my Celestial Kookies, the results are interesting. So let's get started. I should probably mention, when I mean rewatch, I don't mean I'm rewatching old videos that I previously watched. No, I'm just picking random videos and rewatching them. If you want to know why I had problems with SML, go watch my videos rewriting and redesigning the characters. So I decided to pick an episode known as Cody the Killer because I thought it was genuinely interesting to see Cody going around killing people. Though as the episode started, I realized right away that it's not what I thought it was, and the plot was a bit predictable from there. Cody claimed that he wanted to kill his mom, then there's a killer on the loose, and then Junior and Joseph start accusing Cody of being a killer, and he eventually goes to jail, and it ends up not being the killer. Now, my opinions on the episode, it was okay. Despite it being predictable, it wasn't frustrating. It wasn't bad. And I did end up watching another episode the day after, I think. It was called Playtime 4. I'm not going to completely explain this episode because it's sort of like every other episode of the Playtime series. Basically, Junior, Joseph, and Cody plays Playtime along with a bunch of their friends, and it revolves around this dysfunctional family. Yeah. Anyways, I liked this episode more than Cody the Killer, honestly, and it was very interesting, and I did laugh at some things. Anyways, the real question is, did it redeem itself? Did SML redeem themselves? And I think on a scale to 1 to 10, I would give it a 6. That means it's sort of up there to being able to redeem themselves. And I might continue to watch it again. I might start watching it again. Next to the one you've probably been waiting for. I'll be honest, I felt the worst anxiety scrolling to look for a video. I was even not really going to consider watching a episode like I did with SML, because I've seen the Sun and Moon show fandom YouTubers sharing videos and just by the thumbnail, I can see, like, how overwhelming it is. And from what I've gotten from the last time I've seen the show, it gives me a bunch of mixed signals, and makes me hesitate. And it seems like it's, like, very overwhelming, because one day they will be going for a midlife crisis, and then another day they will be doing something extremely fun, or then the next day they will be literally fighting with a god or something. I don't fucking know. So I decided to go easy on myself with this, and decided to choose the most nonchalant looking video. The first episode I watched was called Moon Learns Who Ruin Really Is. I decided to not get myself involved with the Nexus era, and if I am able to have time, I will talk about the Nexus era. Despite me not even watching anything, just by looking at the thumbnails, I can already tell what the story is. And I'm like, holy jeez. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, guys. I just died right there. Anyways, I'm not going to go into the Nexus era because I already have my problems with the new moon and how his purpose literally is just contradicted by the things he says and the thing he does. Anyways, the episode starts with Sun and Moon seeing that Ruin is literally at their house. Moon put up a barrier so Ruin can't get in unless he's given permission to. Anyways, Ruin is asking Moon for this specific thing. I'm not exactly sure what it is. The thumbnail implied that the two would bond a bit, but not really. And honestly, I could agree with Moon's points. Just letting you know, Nexus, aka New Moon, is out of the picture and is now with Evil Sun, or Dark Sun. That's a terrible name, I'm sorry. Also, they could have made a badass. Anyways, and the old moon came back, which I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent here. What was the whole fucking point of the new moon and the show trying to prove that he's such a good guy? If they were just going to bring the old moon back and turn Nexus into the villain. Anyways, the two talk, and honestly, I have to give props to Moon on this. Like, he can understand that Ruin's actions may have been needed, but they aren't justified, and his actions still had consequences, like killing 5,000 fucking universes. And, like, I will get to my opinion later about this episode. The two try to exchange, but Ruin refuses to give Moon shit, which honestly I find fucking stupid. If you want something that Moon could get you, why wouldn't you fucking take it? Anyways, the episode ends with Ruin leaving with nothing, and Moon revealing that he knows, like, he can find whatever he wanted from Ruin, the device to help him remove universes and stuff like that. I'll give my opinion right now. I fucking love Moon in this episode, and no, here's the thing. This Moon has proven to learn so much. I have a lot to say. Moon like, the old moon, he was severely flawed, and the show literally has dunked on him, like, thousands and thousands of times, saying that Nexus was, oh, you're so much better than the old moon. Fuck no. Like, and Moon literally proved that he improved. Like, I was, like, rude, like, I agreed with Moon's points, like, just because you felt like you needed to do all that shit, Ruin, you're still not justified in any means. And, like, the problem, like, the reason why I was still defending Ruin a bit, like, I wasn't justifying his actions, but they were treating him like he was maliciously trying to ruin their lives or something like that. And they're all fucking hypocrites because they do the same damn thing with no remorse at all. Also, Moon has improved a lot. Like, at the end of the episode, Moon says that him and Sun are going to go look for this device thing together because he's no longer going to push Sun away and stuff like that. And it just makes me proud of him. Like, oh my god, you've improved. Like, why couldn't we just have a redemption arc for Moon? Why did we have to bring Nexus into it? Because drama, I guess. The show is just confusing as fuck. Like, I didn't even watch any of the Nexus era stuff. Like, Nexus turning into a villain kind of shit. But, like, I can understand clearly. I'll have more to say because I need to talk about the 2 other episodes I watched. The second episode I watched was Sun and Moon's restaurant adventure. Honestly, this episode is a bit funny. I was just watching, and Moon was just he was stealing the show from me, bro. I don't have much to say about it other than that. The third episode I watched was Sun and Moon moving again. And the first few seconds of the episode got me into immense happiness.
Son! Son!
Moon?
Son!
Moon, what's going on? What?
Hey.
I'm sorry, but Moon is my absolute favorite character now. He's just a goofy guy, bro. He is my child now. He is in the corner along with many other beings. Anyways, the whole episode is basically Moon introducing Sun to the new house and stuff like that. And honestly, I really like this episode because it establishes to me the kind of relationship Moon and Sun has, which makes me question why has there been just like people being like, oh, don't worry, Nexus, you're way better than old Moon. Well, because one, he was a bad person and all, but like, have some respect. Dude literally sacrificed his memories for someone. And, like, seriously. Anyways. I like that the old Moon is back, honestly. Because, like, it gives me that feel of the kind of person that I really liked back when I was a fan of the Sun and Moon show. As you can tell by the many rants I've made, as you can tell, I have beef with Nexus. Well, at least before the Nexus era. I feel like if they just didn't have the whole memory erasing thing in the first place and just made Moon a better person, I feel like I would have stuck around for a bit longer. But like, I respect Moon. He's my favorite. He's my favorite coming back. Now time for my huge tangent. I don't know why they felt like it was a good idea to replace the old Moon. Like, yeah, like, it was supposed to be a sign of his redemption, I guess, but I guess it didn't really go well because, you know, Nexus is a villain now. And I feel like even before the Nexus arc, if you didn't watch my Moon rewrite, or you didn't watch, my rants on the Sun and Moon show as a whole, I claim that Moon wasn't any better than the old Moon. And, the show just sort of tried to contradict everything. Like, they tried to say, oh, he's way better because he does this and does that and does that. And in my personal opinion, he's not better. He was really, really petty, and he had no remorse for his actions. And the show bent over backwards to try to justify his actions and to prove that he was way better. Even with that dumb episode where the old Moon comes back and tells him, oh yeah, you're so much better than me. Which, no. And I still stand by that. I still stand by that. And with the whole Moon returning, the old Moon returning, I could definitely see the difference in their personalities, I believe. The old Moon really seems to have improved on his behavior. Like, he's literally involving Sun situations instead of pushing him away, and he's not, like, keeping things to himself, which was a problem with Nexus and Lunar, before the whole Solar's death incident, and that led to Lunar's redemption arc for being childish, which it should have sort of been being like, oh, Moon is starting to gain habits that the old Moon had, which, no, the show just constantly just tried to tell you that he's way better. But with the old Moon actually back, he shows that he's been redeemed compared to Nexus. And maybe that was intentional, I don't know. The show just is confusing a lot. But I prefer the old Moon. He gives me nostalgia of why I liked the Sun and Moon show in the first place. In a gotcha video that I meant to post, well, I was planning on making it where Moon and Sun meet my character 561, which I will be changing for the sake of my astronomy journey rewrite thing. Yeah, there will be a rewrite. And it was basically Moon sort of just being petty and stuff like that. Because that's what I saw him like at the time. Because Nexus just sucks, in my opinion, I'm sorry. And I'll be honest, it might have changed with him going into his villain arc. But I don't think I will ever know, because I don't know if I'm even going to have the mental capacity to look at the episodes. And again, I do plan on making I hope to make a rewrite and redesign of Nexus's villain arc. But
But the question is, did the Sun and Moon show redeem themselves? Well, I feel like if I go more into the more serious episodes, I can have more of an opinion if I could. But from what I've seen, I would definitely give it a B, because the episodes I did watch were pretty enjoyable, despite me being under a lot of anxiety. I did like the episodes that I chose to watch. They did definitely take me back to nostalgic times of where I actually enjoyed the show. So, that's all I gotta say. Goodbye, my celestial cookies.